satisfying your shareholders, because to those companies, especially if they're public, they don't have two types of, like, they don't have just one type of client anymore, right? They technically have two types of clients that they have to satisfy, right? Which that's where it gets complicated. And that's where we don't want, that's also one of the big reasons why we don't want investors, because you have to satisfy two customers, the ones that is using your product and the one that is investing in your product, right? So now you got to make sure that they're getting paid, which means there is a fine line where you have to meet in the middle, right? You got to trim the fat, because if you trim the fat, you're making more profits, which gets pushed over to the investor, right?
Right.
And so if you're those businesses, what they're doing 100%, like, you have to do these things, right? And that's where we are different, right? That's why I don't want to take investors. We've talked about this. We never will take investor money, because we only want to tailor one customer, right? We want to tailor the customer that is using the product, and that's it. We don't want to sucker them out of money, make them pay more for subscriptions, give less customer service, things like that. We, like, me, you, Vivek, and the team, like, we only need so much money to survive on, right? I don't care if I'm a billionaire. Like, that doesn't, like, excite me, you know? Like, there is a point where you make enough money where you're just happy, you know? Like, right now, if you give me a bigger house or a better car, like, that's not going to do anything for me. It never will. So why not just let the customer win at that point and make it easier on them and those businesses, right? Because that's where it's going to make the difference, in my opinion, right?
The way the company gets better is having happy staff that truly believe that they are part of a family.
Exactly.
And then that transfers into happy customers. When you have a great product that customers love to use, issues are going to arise no matter what. It's inevitable, right? There's not going to be a time where something isn't going to go wrong.
Exactly.
It's just part of business, right? It's part of life. You're not happy 24/7. You know, accidents happen, things happen. So you deliver a great product and you deliver a great service, i.e. customer service, right? Well, then your end user, you know, the daily users who are using your product or service, they're going to be happy and they're never going to leave. So that's the perfect trifecta.